Hello and welcome to episode 2 of Frostpunk, but my lasers. My lasers are working. But my workers are lazy. Yeah, Frostpunk with no workers except for scouting. Yeah, last time we figured out that it's a lot easier than we actually thought it to be, on medium at least. We conquered the first third of the story here, of the story scenario, and now we have to deal with the Londoners, so let's go. Alright. Londoners, as far as I know, is really only dependent on hope you have, not really on this continent anyways. So like as soon as you get to like 50% hope, I think tendency will be equaled or even lower. So yeah, we have chosen faith because we do want to be able to build houses of healing. Because since we not use workers, we want to use as many... Well, first of all, we cannot send an outpost team to Tesla City to gain us more steam cores, because we're not allowed to use workers like. So we want to use as few steam cores for not automatons as possible. Also, we don't want to really use them on infirmaries, which means House of Healing are infirmaries just a little weaker. They don't need engineers to be run, they don't need steam cores, so that's why we choose Faith. Also, I tend to like Faith more than Order anyways, although I think because of there is this one ability you can do, right, with Order that increases, like, I think the efficiency of a workplace by what is it, 10%, 20%, something like that. People tend to use Order because of that, but I really like the passive buffs that Faith gives you, especially with the shrines and stuff, right, which does a similar thing, just not as good, I guess, but hey. I don't know. I'm really not a religious person myself, actually. So this is actually kind of ironic. But for some reason, I just like Faith in this game more than Order. Alright, we can upgrade our Steam works, especially the one where the automaton is working on, because he will just do it will just do it itself, I think, right? And then the other one, once the workday is over. Do not waste any time there. Did not do it itself. And I guess it's going to fuel up on coal for now. Upgrades depleted, alright, so we can soon, TM, finally get rid of this gathering post over here. Yeah, we do have one automaton that is not currently working, because their efficiency is still at 70%, and well, we don't have any unstaffed workplaces right now, so we're waiting for work time to end before we make use of our second automaton over here. Yeah, it's going really good. Did not expect that, to be honest. I feel we want to research engineering automaton, so I can have an automaton on research, right? That would be nice, I feel. And the problem with the coal mine is we don't have a steam core right now to actually build a coal mine. Huh. Yeah, let's do the engineer automatons so that we can actually research overnight as well. Without having to do emergency shifts all times. Hey, steam cores! There we are. I think they already have a steam core, no? Oh, a steam core. The refugees from Winterhome, the man we've seen... Yeah, I'm sorry that last time I've not been reading any of these because, you know, like, I'm like... This is not the first playthrough, obviously, right? So I'm like, why would I be reading those? But, I mean, at this point, it's like... It seems to be going so swimmingly and so easy, I can't just read them anyways, right? The refugees from Winterhome. The man we've seen from afar was nowhere to be found. Searching his burrow, we found a diary of a scientist who fled Winterhome. After the starving city fell into chaos, its leader, an army captain, appointed himself an absolute ruler. He tried to impose order using force. Plenty of people disgruntled deserted the city, and most of the others rebelled against him. Yeah, I really want to bring home that steam core right now. I don't really have a lot to do for the scouts anyways, because I do want to build that coal mine rather sooner than later. We didn't have enough steel for the next steam steel work, ironically. Let's send the second automaton to work on steel as well currently, because we really need more steel, as you can. Oh, and we can dismantle this gathering post. Guess there's no more resources over there. So this is fine. Really fine. You can see that coal is gonna be not a problem, but an issue rather soon. So we have the perfect timing with that coal mine. Here we still have to get her over here, just realized. Shouldn't just let it lie around, right? And I have enough people currently anyways. Yeah, obviously since we are not able to use workers for hunting huts, the only food source we have is our hothouses, which are currently being staffed by mostly children. Which is fine, doing a great work. And they're only serving soup, obviously. Oh, I forgot to do the active ability for the House of Prayer that I wanted to do once we had all three of them. Why does this content rise? Oh, because of the... obviously. Oh, I forgot to overdrive our generator overnight. Oops. Well, too bad. That's fine. Londoners gain more followers. Oh no. People join the Londoners. Sir, the people who want to leave for London have successfully urged their friends and neighbors to join them. People are more easily persuaded because they have little hope in their ultimate survival. Well, actually, I hope it's pretty good, so I don't know. But obviously not good enough for those. Gathering post. Let's send the engineers to do work. We should have... oh yeah, by far enough steel now, dang. I'm actually too late to upgrade it now because now it's work time already, but... oh, never mind, I sent the automaton there to work anyways, right, so who cares? Do we have enough food? Almost. Yeah, so I would like to have an automaton on food rather soon. Optimally, we want one on steel, one on wood, and one on food, right? But now, actually, no, we also want one on coal. Yeah, coal is probably more important right now. I'm not entirely sure how many steam cores there are out there, except for the ones that you can get from Tesla City, which we can't do because we cannot do outposts, right? Because those need workers, I think, right? Pretty sure, yeah. And the only thing we are allowed to use workers for is scouting. Because there is no automaton scout in this scenario. There is some scenarios. I think the Arcs is one, right, where you can use automatons to scout because you don't have any. No, I think you do have some workers there, right, but not a lot. But not in this one. Engineer automatons researched. Nice. Which means we can use automatons to research now overnight. Wait, we don't have steam cores. Why am I doing this? What do we research next? I'm not even sure if we actually need this, because we are already so good on all the technologies that we need. Problem is, industrial hothouses also need more steam cores, which is really a limiting factor here. Okay, how much more do they deliver? 60. Yeah, so it is just double the amount you get from a normal hothouse. Which is, well, okay. Let's research automaton integration. We have another 10% more efficiency on our automatons. Test subject needed. Yes, give him an automaton. Because this will also increase, I think, their efficiency by 5%. And I think it will for free research medical automaton. If we need that, if we ever need an infirmary. More steam cores, we like that. American camp, starved Americans. The American camp was well supplied with everything. It's so ironic. This game was... When was it developed? Wait, when did it release? Frostpunk released... Frostpunk released in 2018? Really? Oh, I thought it was older. Okay, it released in 2018. The funny thing is that the Americans in this game are being hacked over by Tesla. Which is so fitting for the current situation, but hey, whatever, right? The American camp was also well supplied with everything except food. Searching the tents, we found more victims of hunger. Most of them have badly worn but sophisticated artificial limbs, bearing a company symbol, Tesla Manufacturing. We can only bury them and take their equipment. Only one Steam core, unfortunately. Do I need that one right now? We are getting... how many? 1? 3! Okay, then we can go... continue onwards up here. Towards Tesla City for now. I'm probably not gonna try enter Tesla City because I don't think you get anything except for the option to build an outpost there, right? So we don't need to risk our scouts doing that. Whole pile depleted. Uh-oh. Oh, we still have one more, and there is... at 200, yeah, it's fine. This is fine. Oh yeah, right, there's nobody working here right now. So let's send our... Wait, why do we have heater going on the one Steamworks where the automaton is working? That's not what I want. Alright. Alright. Yeah, with 3 steam cores we can build a coal mine and theoretically 2 automaton. I'm not sure if we need 2 more automaton right now. 1 for food, 1 for coal. Yeah, I guess that's gonna be fun. Alright, where are we? Is there anything left over here? I think public house only increases... decreases discontent. Yes, over the long term. So we don't really need any of that. Care house increases health, not health, hope. But I'm pretty sure that the temple will increase hope a lot more, especially over time, right? So let's do evening prayers and then the temple. I don't need House of Healing yet. We're gonna need those once the refugees come in, right? Like the storm refugees. So we still have time for that. We can do evening prayers first. Increase our hope even more. And we're doing perfectly fine. We're doing really, really fine, actually. We're doing so fine. This is so much easier than I thought it would be. I know I keep repeating myself. Yeah, I don't even care about the research not going right now. Alright, go back. Can we dismantle this? Wonder? No, I guess it's just for an outhouse. Not outhouse, outpost. You can see we have 132% efficiency on the medical post because of the... 132? Is it 20% for the organ transplant? Wow. Because I think the research is 10%, right? Yeah, so... Wow, okay. I guess... Then organ transplant is even more bonkers than I thought it would be if this is 20%. Wow. Well, okay. We have so much wood. I need to research bunkhouses so I can dump all of that wood into something meaningful. Also, I want 2 automatons. Do I want 2 automatons? Yeah, I said I wasn't sure, right? I don't know how many more there are around. And I think especially... Let's have a look at the coal mines, because the ratios of increasing the better coal mines is kind of weird. You have a normal coal mine extracts 240 per day, and a steam coal mine 600, which is more than double what the normal one does, right? even though it only needs one more steam core. And then I think the advanced one is not necessarily worth it. I think it's better to have 2 steam coal mines than 1 advanced coal mine, right? And for the for the steelworks, it's not really that drastic of an increase. It's like 80%, 75% increase to steam steelworks, and then almost double. Okay, kind of worth, I guess. But yeah, I think I only want 1 automaton for now. I do know we have 1 more steam core that is coming in at some point, right? And with that one, we can then build another one, I guess. I do want 1 automaton on food. Well, the one that is gonna be built. No, actually, I want that one on coal. Because we need coal, obviously. Right. I think this is still automaton integration 2, right? It will increase the efficiency of automaton even further. So they're gonna... Ooh, more steam cores. Temporary settlement. The settlement seems to have been abandoned. It consists of several tidy wooden shacks that are now completely empty. An upright boulder stands at its center. Memory of injustice. The center of the settlement is marked with an upright boulder. On its roughly plain face, someone chiseled the following: May God forgive the genius who sacrificed human lives in the name of progress, or we can't. Exiles of Tesla City. We won't touch the monument, but we decide to dismantle the huts for wood. Take resources. And another steam core. Nice. I think the colony leads towards Tesla City, right? So let's go to the Dreadnought landing there. Then. And get them more resources for now. Especially those juicy steam cores. Oh yeah, I forgot to overdrive the generator again overnight. Oops. That's gonna be fine. Our people are getting healed so quickly. It's gonna be fine. Even though we don't have an infirmary yet. Alright, coal mine. Let's work it with engineers for now. Until our 1 engineer is done with the automaton here, right? So we can send it back to work. Automaton integration 2 research. Nice. I think I want a steam coal mine, because if we upgrade our coal mine right now, we're gonna have enough coal for a long time. And we will be having to start upgrading our generator rather soon. Because I think in like a week or something, temperature are gonna fall permanently. Not just for a temporary amount of time. So let's do steam coal mines for now. Wait, I wanted to do bunkhouses so I can dump my wood. Ah, whatever. Let's do coal mine first. Just so we can be sure, you know, to really not run out of coal. Because that could be something that could still ruin this run. Alright, automaton done. Oh, I did not build a street. What the heck went wrong with this street? That's kind of weird. Whatever, I guess. Alright, now, do I want to build another automaton or not? I mean, probably not, because I'm literally now researching the thing that I need another automaton for, right? So, whatever. Turn that off again. Now, what do we do with this automaton? We're not yet in dire need of more food. Guess I just send it to the coal mine, right? So now we have lots of coal. Yeah. Even more than we currently need. Let's already start lining out the next living quarter here. Oh wow, I did that wrong over here. Oh, funny. Like that. Because I for sure don't want to build another resource depot just because we have too much wood. Gathering post resource depleted. Oh wow, okay. Oh yeah, I forgot that was also still collecting coal, right? So that's gonna go down in just a few minutes. The automaton project, steam core needed. Oh, I forgot about that. Right, yeah, obviously we need it for that. So the engineer working the automaton project sent in his report. He broke the automaton he borrowed. What? He broke the automaton he borrowed? Now he wants a steam core. The damage hasn't been for nothing. We can fix the broken machine, and on top of that we can now adjust the automatons to make them work faster. The engineer is busy again now, but he said he's onto something really exciting. So if we give him the steam core, we will have 5% efficiency increase on automatons, which is what we want. And I think he's going to research medical automatons for us, and then I think an additional 5%, right? So this is what is going to give us 100% efficiency in the end on automatons, if I recall correctly. So yes, obviously we're going to give him the steam core. Actually, let's have this closed for now, because I do want to know once people settle in these houses, so I know when to build a additional steam hub there, right? Steam coal mine research. Obviously, we cannot do that now. Haha. Alright, so now we do the bunkhouses, so we can build better houses and dump our wood resources in the process. I might want another resource depot for food. Because we're gonna need that in the end anyways, right? Once we stock up food for the store. Like that little dent in there. I think there's an additional... Yeah, okay. Bit of street there that was active for the gathering post. Speaking of gathering posts, oh yeah, we have another one over here, I forgot about that. Which is also gathering coal, right? Yeah. Alright, we also have a lot of steel right now. Let's build another resource depot for steel. Because we do have a roaring economy now. Then again, we will have bunkhouses soon, so that's gonna dump a lot of resources. But I could... Wait, you are active, right? Yeah, okay, so we do have... we can use automaton for research right now. Perfect. We have one on the coal mine, one on the steel, right? Yes, over here. And we don't really need any more wood. Actually, even steel might be not that much needed right now, right? Alright, look at how well this is going. Bunkhouses research. What's next? Obviously, in the end, we do want hotel selection. I think we're just gonna do automatic prototyping, right? We can dump some resources. It's always good to have the option, you know, to do the highest tier researches anyways. Build some bunker, well, maybe not at night when they are freezing, right? Or steam cores, we love to see that. Dreadnought landing, light to the south. Oh, this leads to Tesla City, oops. We found a piece of hull plate boiled to a boulder. It's engraved with the following inscription. In the year 1886, the American expedition aboard Hephaestus landed here in search of a haven from the global glaciation. May God preserve the souls of our fellow countrymen who perished on the way aboard a sister ship, Prometheus. Resources will be taken. We're not going to Tesla City, obviously. I think the walled colony will have survivors then, right? So let's bring those home, I guess. And then I think we should be able to soon research faster scouting sleds, because once the storm starts coming in, we only have a limited time to actually go research everything that's on the east. Not research, but scout everything that's on the east, right? Even though some of them, that is just research technology that we can just research anyway, but, well, whatever, right? I mean, we can do it, we can afford it, so why care? Also build all these bunkhouses. I just like to, you know, like build bunkhouses on the outer ring first, because it just... For me, it would make sense, you know, like, because that would keep the heat from generator in, because it basically builds a wall of insulation, right? Even though it doesn't work like that in this game, but that's just what is logic in my mind. So that's just how I would do it. I would always build a bunkhouse on the outer ring first, right? To insulate, just to insulate the whole settlement further. Alright, I really want to get to those House of Healing now, because numbers of sick people are getting a little high here. Can we already do House of Healing? No, I think we need to do Shrines first, right? Temple or Shrines? Let's do the Shrines first, because I do want the House of Healing. Don't want the sick situation to go out of hand, because that's also another thing that could still heck us over. And Shrines are great. Shrines increase the efficiency of everything that's near by 10%. Oh yeah, that's also a thing that... Right? Pretty sure that's what they do. Let's just increase Fade. Increase efficiency nearby workplaces. Yeah, exactly. So they also increase the efficiency of Automaton even further. So haha. One here, have one here. Why does it... Oh, the hothouse, obviously. Have one here. We don't really need an increase of efficiency in the wall drill, do we? But, well, whatever, I guess, right? Not like it costs that much. Only 10 wood and 10 steel. It's like free economy. We love free economy in this game. At least somewhere to say our prayers in peace. Is there really nothing more pressing than erecting shrines? Dude, you have no idea how good those shrines are. They will also give us some hope. And hope is important. Oh wow, they're really warm here. And save some. Actually, we don't need to save coal, haha. Look at how much coal we have. I guess we need another resource depot for coal. Oh right, there's still stuff in the way there. Well, whatever. Let's go to Freshwater Springs. I think there's food there, right? Automatic prototyping. Hey, we just unlocked the highest tier of research during the Londoners without using workers except for scouting. This is going great. We do want another automaton integration. I don't think automaton redesign is going to be worth it, because we need to at least build 4 more automaton to make this worth, and I don't think there's that many steam cores around, right? So we don't actually need that. Yeah, obviously we want hothouse selection, but that's not pressing right now. We still don't need increased heating, right? We still have... Actually, maybe we want increased heating. It's gonna go down by 1 level soon. Then again, yeah, we can just build bunkhouses, right? So we don't need the increased heating yet. So let's go for Automaton Integration 3, obviously. What better thing to do? Steel wreckage depleted, finally. Oh, dang, now I could have built the... Now I could have built the resource depot on that side, right? Oh. Let's see, how roaring is our economy? We get so much coal, wow. We get 268 wood per day and 226 steel right now. Isn't that nice? Isn't it so nice? I know it's called wouldn't it be nice, but whatever. The Automaton project, a huge success. So the Automaton project is complete. Automatons can now be produced at lower cost and used in medical facilities. We learned to modify the automatons with precision attachments, allowing them to work on the most fragile thing we know of, the human body. It also turns out we can remove some non-essential parts. Of the human body or of the automaton? Well done! An additional... Oh no, it's the cost of automatons falls by 5%, not the efficiency. Oh, too bad. Still really good. We take that, we love that. Even though I'm probably not gonna use medical automatons in this playthrough, right? Because we have so many children and engineers who don't have anything to do anyways. In the infirmaries, if we had any and if we would build any, right? But in the house of healing that we're gonna have soon. Hey, look at that! We don't even have any sick that aren't being treated right now. I love organ transplant, it's so good. What's going on? Oh yeah, right. The Londoners prey on discontent and few are persuaded. A member of the Londoners is talking to a crowd. He's trying to scare as many as possible into joining the exodus to London, but his visions of doom ring false in the ears of people who are content with the situation in our city. Let him speak. I don't care. The number of Londoners will rise, +9. Oh no! I'm so sure we will not get that down to a 0 again, right? Oh yeah, not if I don't use my active abilities of the House of Prayer, obviously. Alrighty. Want to store some coal there. Look at how well this is going. Oh my god, this is... We're gonna have no issues finishing this try. And then maybe next time we're gonna try it in hard, right? Or we do another challenge. Let's see. If there is a next time. I'm not sure about it yet. Alright, let's light the scout sleds. Mostly in preparation for the future, I guess, right? And then I want to increase... No, we don't need to increase heating because we still have bunkhouse to build, right? More survivors. We don't like survivors. Send the survivors to the city. Yeah, it's mostly workers, so we don't really care about them dying on the way. I'm sorry. Because we don't need workers here, they're just lazy bums lying around, not doing anything but just eating, right? Well, actually they are building houses, I guess, so that's fine. Wait, what is our... Oh yeah, our third automaton is researching, right? Yeah, okay. Alright, give us these juicy houses of healing. And then the temple, and I think that's basically it. What we need from this tree, right?
Hear me.
Trouble with the Londoners, writing on the wall. Captain, someone has defaced the walls with predictions of doom for our city. This is troubling. People already fear we'll share Winterhome's fate, not faith. And scared minds are swayed by even the smallest nudges. Send the cleric to reassure people. Yeah, we're not gonna do anything mean here unless we have to. Obviously we don't have to. Houses of healing. Yes, we can use the zone behind here for that, right? Let's see if we can... enough space to have behind here. Yeah, okay. If we need... We don't currently do need to. So let's just build one for now. The Exile Colony. Numerous snow shelters expertly built from blocks of hard-packed snow huddle around cold, burnt-out campfires. A deathly silence hangs over the colony. More survivors. Good. Dying exiles. Some of the exiles are still alive, just barely. We could try to bring them to our city, although they might die on the way. One of the dying held a diary to his chest. We read the last entry. Exiled from Tesla City, with food and fuel running out, we sent the strongest among us to search for help. They are our last hope. We are afraid this refers to these poor Yankees we buried. Uh-oh. Rob the exiles of their supplies. No, we're just gonna... ooh, that's a lot of them, actually. Yeah, we will be escort them to our city, obviously. Because we're nice people. We took the exiles to the city. We pulled the dying exiles from the snow house and prepared them for the journey to our city. Some of them stirred from their death-like slumber to bless their absent friends for bringing help. We couldn't tell them the truth. Not yet. Yeah, there's nothing else to look for here anyways, except Tesla City. I don't know if we have to actually enter Tesla City to unlock more of the points of interest over there. But I mean, we can do it afterwards anyways, once we've scouted everything else, right? Because Who cares if our scouts die, right? It's only 5 workers and 40 wood, but oh, right. Alright. With the others coming in, that's actually gonna be a lot more people. So we need to upgrade our hothouses. We might have to spend another steam core on the hothouse. Or we just start using automatons. Yeah, actually I think using a steam core on an automaton and just having an automaton work the hothouse is gonna be better than spending one on a industrial hothouse for now, right? Houses of healing! Yay, let's have... And not just children working there, that would be a little... Doesn't sound good if you know, like, children only are basically the doctors for all of people's right. They have 7 children and 3 engineers. That's fine, I guess. Which means we can actually close down our medical posts. Don't need them right now. We cannot use automatons on House of Healing. Aww. Let's just build a second one for the future. Alright, what are our automatons doing? Researching, steel, and coal. Makes sense. Yeah. This is fine. This is pretty good. But are we researching lighter scout sleds? We don't need that. That was actually a stupid idea. I know it was in preparation for the future, but we just really don't need it right now. Wood. That's good. Frozen Grove. Buried chain. Poking around the trees marked with crosses, we found shallow graves under each of them. Dead bodies like most of the bigger muscles, and some bones bear signs of a cutting tool. Ugh. Corpses have been obviously stripped of edible parts. Now we know what kept the survivors by the freshwater springs from starving. We leave graves intact, but we can cut trees for food. For wood. Go to the Shrouded Cave. More children over here, more engineers. I think now I can actually just tear down these medical posts. We're gonna need them. I mean, once the refugees come in, yeah, okay. Let's just keep them. It's not like I needed the space right now, right? All right, scouts. The scouts were searched. I'm thinking better economy. I'm always thinking better economy. Also, a house would be nice. Because I'm not building houses without house redesign, obviously. So we need 2 researchers before we start building houses. Then again, we haven't even started. We haven't even replaced all of our tents with bunkhouses yet, right? And we're not wasting resources. I mean, there's no reason to upgrade a tent to a house immediately, I don't think, right? Or is it? Maybe it's better. Maybe let's research the house first. Or maybe, maybe we want hothouse selection, right? For more food, because we do have more people coming in. Yeah, let's go for more food. It also gives me some time to build more bunkhouses. I think we need more for the people coming in anyways, right? How many, let's see, how many beds do we have currently, unoccupied beds? 55? Quite a lot, actually. How many people do we have coming in? 42, 60 plus roughly 90. So we need like 4 more buildings, right? We have 2 tents here. We just need 2 more bunkhouses, I think, right? And then we also need the steam hub over here, obviously. We haven't built yet. So more coal. Yeah, we're for sure gonna use the next steam core on upgrading our coal mine. Even though we really still have a lot of coal, but we are gonna need more coal in the future. Especially once you start upgrading the generator and stuff, right? Don't need the gathering post anymore, I can just handle that. We can do evening prayers, obviously. We need that hope. So that the Londoners will stay, even though we don't really care. We're gonna survive anyways with all the automatons that we have, right? Or that we will have in the future as well. What? How? A wise man, sir, a dying old man has written a letter to you from the House of Healing. I will die a good death in due time, not in pain from illness or cold. I will die in peace, knowing that our city is in good hands. You understand that more than food and shelter, people need something to nourish their souls. For this, I thank you. Why did we just have someone... Okay, I don't remember that. Just someone randomly die, even though there's nobody gravely sick or anything else, or a lack of food or anything, they just die. Kinda weird. Alright, we have so many workers that are not doing anything, so let's get them to do something, right? Let's build some bunkhouses. Let them build those houses while the others are working, while the engineers and children are working, right? So that the workers can put up their feet and just relax. Hothouse research. So what does this do? 15% more efficient. Yeah, that's nice. Hothouse selection. Go, go, go. Oh, what? They actually used a lot of resources as well, right? Yeah, we probably want to do advanced steel soon-ish. Advanced steelworks. We cannot really do the steam wall drill because steam wall drill needs a steam core. If we need more, I mean, we could just open up the sawmill, I guess, until it runs out of wood, right? Because why not? As long as we actually need some wood, some more wood. Yeah, we should be getting those steam core rather soon, right? And then we can build another automaton tomorrow. Now temperature is gonna drop, which is not an issue at all. Yeah, let's send you to Tesla City. I don't really have anything else to do for you, so we're just gonna roll the die and see if you survive. Sorry about that. Not really anything else you can do with Tesla City. Well, as I said, I'm not sure if you actually need to get into Tesla City. We could probably try, because we cannot work it anyways. It's just an outpost for delivering steam cores, right? Which we can do nothing about because we are not allowed to build outposts. Steam coal mine. Coal mine. Yeah, then I need to think as what to do with the last. Did we send them? Oh, they're over there. Okay, they're not on the way home, because on the way home they can escort the survivors, right? Probably the Londoners again. Another act of vandalism. The Londoners have defaced more walls, urging everybody to join them and abandon the city. Some graffiti even mocks your leadership, branding you an unfit leader incapable of doing what it takes to save our people. Oh no, no captain, run. Send the cleric to reassure people. We don't care about that. Look at how well our little city is going. It would be stupid to not believe in me. Oh yeah, I just realized we got so many resources. Oh my god. We can just replace all our remaining tents with bunkhouses. For now. More survivors! Oh yeah, the children's. Yeah, we want the children's. They actually work. Well, we don't really need more workers, but whatever. We're gonna save everybody. Children's hideout. Little survivors. We talked to the children in the hideout. They said that one night the teachers and some hunters took them out from Winterhome on a secret adventure. Teachers told them they're going to stay here for a while. The food ran low, their guardians went back to get more and didn't return. It seems these kids were evacuated in time, before things in the city got really ugly. Escort them to the city. Alrighty. That means we need some more bunkhouses, right, for the children. Gonna be enough. For now. And then I think at some point I want to move, actually I want to tear down this medical post and then move the cookhouse to behind here so that we have another space for another living quarter over here. Because there is more people gonna come. Cleric was beaten, yeah, I do remember that. Cleric beaten. Captain Priest was assaulted whilst trying to reassure people disturbed by the Londoners' slogans. We should do something to protect our people. I'm not gonna do the faith keepers, we don't need those. We will pray for him and his assailants. Hope will rise. Oh, nice. Didn't even realize that. Hothouse selection researched. Nice. Yeah, we do need more food. More people coming up, right? Don't need any of that. Don't need. Well, advanced steelworks, I guess we could make use of. Then obviously the whole insulation thing, but I think infirmary mechanization only works for infirmaries and not for houses of healing, right? Let's get a generator power upgrade, even though we don't really need it right now. But then we can also research the efficiency upgrade, right? So that we don't need to spend too much coal on all of that. How are we going to survive? What should we do? Just keep on going like that. We're thriving, dude. We're doing so well. Temperature falls. Oh no, if only we had better houses. Oh wait. We do. Ta-da. Look, everybody is cozy. Well, I guess we could do hothouse insulation, right? And heater upgrades at some point. We already upgrade the... Oh yeah, we did upgrade the coal mine. Oh god, we have so much coal then, right? Oh god, we have so much coal. Build another resource depot that we don't waste all of that coal. Alright, the next... This automaton is gonna work on food, right? Feel I want to use one steam core for an industrial hothouse. Because we're gonna have to do more than what we currently have anyways, right? Just building automatons is not gonna be enough. So let's upgrade that now before I, like, use my last steam core for something else. I'm not sure if you actually get more steam cores than we currently have. I think there might be some unlocked after Tesla City, or well, after the storm coming, right? After we know that the storm is coming. We'll see about that. Let's do... I don't like the improved heaters because you cannot really... Well, I do like the improved heaters, obviously. Yeah, let's do them right now, because you cannot choose to have level 1 heaters or level 2 heaters, right? So they're just always gonna use more coal, unfortunately. Shrines, Breath of Hope. Sir, people have started to leave personal charms, beads, and written prayers at shrines as votive offering. It seems it helps them keep their spirits up in these trying times. I'm glad to hear that. Alright, what's next? More food, I'm working on that. The temple, let's build the temple. I don't think the temple needs to be in a heat zone, right? Because I don't think there's people working there. There's people working at the Faith Keepers, but not at the Temple as far as I know. Alright, let's move the cookhouse over here. So we can free that up for another living quarter. Wait for finish. Actually, I think we're gonna have a problem here. Because I think if I build two... If I build two bunkhouses here, I think they're gonna use the whole space, which is gonna mess up my building layout. Yes, see? I hate that. I really hate that. We can probably go around it by building the second layer first, right? Like this. Yes, because this does not adapt to the available space yet, so we can do this. That's nice. Now we should have space for 2 tents in here, right? No, that's... Yeah, that's a weird thing. I don't know exactly why that is. As it is. What about that? That issue here? Well, I guess I can tear down the medical post, right? Then it should be fine, right, with the spacing? Because we don't really need that one right now. Oh, these are still... Huh. Shut down. Funny. Alright, how much food do we get here? 6.6 per hour. Only? Aren't we working with like 95% efficiency already? Why is it only 6.6? It should be double the amount of this one, right? Oh, does the shrine not work when you have automaton working there? Yeah, I didn't even know that. That would be the only explanation I have right now. But that would make sense, right? Because how would an automaton be inspired by a shrine, right? I guess. Well, okay. Doesn't matter, we can deal with that. Yeah, I do want the advanced steelworks, and I think then we're gonna go for more coal efficiency. So that we are ready once the temperature drops more. Temperature drops are so lenient on medium, it's... wow, it's really... something. On hard, you are much lower here in an extreme. The temperature. Alright. Yeah, we'll probably get more steam cores in the future, at least 1 or 2 more, I think. Which we can use for more food. Probably because we are also gonna get more people, right? Oh, we do have lots of food actually right now, so that's fine. We could even go down to normal rations again instead of soup, I guess, huh? But I don't really want to do that. As long as we're not sure that we really have enough food for the long run. Alright, Tesla City. Let's see if our scouts are lucky or not, right? The city is modern and meticulously built. A tall tower emits a constant barrier of lightning, deflecting the incoming snow. But nobody comes out to greet us. Explore. Tesla City, Thunder Unleashed. Able minds and bodies will prevail over the cold, reads the slogan over the entrance to Tesla City. A central tall tower shines with a blue glow of electric discharges, which form a protective dome over the town. But something went wrong here. There are charred bodies lying in the streets and the stench of burnt flesh taints the air. We saw a lightning streak from the tower, hitting a building and leaving a gash in its roof. Oh, we don't even need to get into the city, right? Because we do have the fishing village already discovered. So I don't need to risk, because I think entering the city, yeah, it just unlocks the outpost, and we're not gonna use the outpost because we're not allowed to. I think we're gonna do what's safe for our scouts here, safe away from the city. We didn't dare enter. We searched the outskirts of Tesla City. It seems that nobody has survived inside, but some people might have escaped. Yeah, we've already found some of them. But we can't continue our exploration here anyways, right? So that's good. Yeah, you don't really have anything to do, so let's get those survivors in. Some of them already died. Oops. But not in our city, so it doesn't count our body count. Oh my god, I have so much wood. Oh yeah, they brought wood in. Right. Yeah, I guess I need to research houses. So I can do something with all of that wood. Yeah, let's build some bunk houses. Oh yeah, right, I wanted to build another living quarter, right? Yeah, now it is fine. Now it should be fine. Doing this. Oh wait, that's wrong. This is what we want. Then out here. Fighting arena, bunkhouses, and everybody's happy. Seems still wider than the other ones, but whatever, I guess. Let's also build some more House of Prayer, right? Because they do actually have a radius in which they are effective. What do you want? People regain hope. For the first time, the Londoners have failed to persuade anyone to abandon our city to flee to London. People are recovering from the shock at the news of Winterhome and starting to hope for the future. I'm glad to hear that. Yeah, nothing really to do here then, just, like, speed up time a little, I guess. Advanced Steelworks researched. Alright, let's get those houses and the house redesign in so we can upgrade our houses even further. To do something with all that wood that we have. And obviously upgrade our steelworks where our... Actually, let's upgrade both of them, who cares? Let's do the other one out of the working times, right? Let's not get too cocky here. More steam cores! Nice, and we can dismantle everything. Oh god, so much wood. Because we're not gonna use the... I think I want to bring those steam cores back, right? So I can build more automaton. And then a second industrial hothouse. I need a second... I probably need one towards the end, right? Because we're gonna get more people. Yeah, let's do that. Alright. Don't really want to build more resource depots, but I mean... Also don't want to waste resources. Well, like... resource gathering time, I guess. Yeah, not really anything to do right now, except for waiting, and... speed up time. We're gonna wait for the house redesign, because currently a house costs us 20 wood and 17 steel, and it's gonna be a lot cheaper after the house redesign. I mean, we do have lots of resources, but, like, still. Why waste resources when you can have it cheaper, right? House of Prayer, the rebirth of faith. Sir, people have started to visit the House of Prayer. There aren't many of them yet, but it might be the start of something special. It seems they really needed a proper place of worship. I am glad to hear that, even though I'm really not a religious person myself. Oh, the Londoners abandoned the other Londoners. Isn't that nice? For us. Because it's for sure safer for everybody to stay here. I promise. Some people have arrived. Alright, let's do coal and wood. And let's send you back out. Do we need to send you back out? Oh yeah, over here, right. Right, that's why I sent the others back, because we had you coming back anyways. And we have those lighter scout sleds that make it easier for us to go wherever we want anyways, right? I mean, like, since we're already at it, why not also do the house insulation, so that you basically die of a heat stroke inside of your new homes, right? Oh yeah, I wanted to build second advanced steam. Steel works, obviously, as well, right? That. And then once we are at like 4 AM or something, 6 AM, we can build more houses. The Londoners steal supplies, food theft. Someone has stolen 47 food rations from the stockpiles. People are saying it was the Londoners gathering supplies for the journey. It seems this ridiculous idea of leaving for London is gaining traction. Not really, it's really not gaining traction. It's the opposite, it's losing traction. Let them be. Alright, we don't really need anything more here, I think. Field kitchens we don't need because that increases the heat level in the workplaces around the field kitchens, but we're only going to use automaton later on anyway, so whatever cares. Faithkeepers and righteous denunciation is really just, you know, like, I don't want to be a fanatic, and we don't need them, so perfectly fine with what we have in purpose. So let's do public house. I don't think the public house has any drawbacks in the base game, right? Also, we could do the care house, which also increases hope for free, basically, right? We are not going to do child labor old jobs. We don't need that. But we might want public house. Oh, it's public house. It's not the prostitute. It's not the prostitutes. I'm stupid. Obviously, we want the public house. Wow, how did I get so far without the public house? Yeah, this also reduces discontent and rises. Right. Obviously, we're doing the public house. I completely forgot about that. In my head, for some reason, all this time I thought it would be the, you know, like the prostitutes law. Which we probably don't need, right? So, people abandon the Londoners. Yay. First Londoners convinced to stay. Several of the people who wanted to flee to London have decided to trust you and stay. They say that your recent decisions convince them there is hope for us yet. I am glad to hear that. It's good that I have so many different sentences to say about all of these things happening, right? Alright, give me un automaton and a upgraded hothouse. And then send you back out here. Then we build houses. Because now they only cost 10 wood and 7 steel. It's like, I think like 10 wood less and 10 steel less, right? So isn't that nice? Oh, we still have space there. I didn't even realize. Wow, I already started building the next living quarter that doesn't even have a steam hub yet. I just realized. Blop, blop, blop. Look at how warm it is in my little town here. Ah, we have so much coal, who cares? You can also have heaters over there. There's an automaton working there. Yeah, this is fine. Need this currently, I think. But whatever, we need it for the plant at some point anyways, right? Automaton build, nice. Where are we gonna use it though? I don't need any wood. So I guess we would currently send it to... It wants steelwork because we also don't need more food right now, right? So let's do that. Save some coal then. Even though we don't really need to save coal, but hey, whatever, right? Oh, I almost assigned workers here, oh my god, because I was like, we don't need just engineers doing that. I almost forgot that we are not allowed to use workers here, wow. Public house build. Oh, prizes. And obviously we don't need to use any workers from here on out, because we're doing mighty fine. The temple, Plea of the Faithful. Sir, a priest is here with a group of followers. They're asking you to cut the public house opening hours. I only just opened it, what the frick? They're content that the pleasures it offers poison the minds and souls of our people. I won't change anything. Come on, please. Leave people that drinks. We don't have prostitutes there yet. Probably won't have, so at least, you know, stay away with your fate from the people drinking, I guess. Alright, what do we need? Nothing, I would say. We are pretty much done for the rest of the game, I would say. I mean, obviously we want to like start doing invasion and stuff, but nothing really else that we need. So yeah, let's just continue on the highest speed for now. And build more houses, I guess, because I don't know what else to do with my resources. Everybody is so warm in these houses. Funny thing is, remember, my generator is still on heat level 1. And I won't have to upgrade it for quite some time. Since we already have insulated houses.
Gather your tools. The shift is ending.
Gather your tool. Shift is ending. Get some more hope. Let's do some more research. Isolate the hothouses even further. We don't want to risk losing our only resource of food, right? Speaking of, we also want to probably be able to stockpile more food, not only food rations, but also raw food. Let's give the people some moonshine, right? Only has positive effects as far as I know. House of Pleasure is probably a bad thing to do when we have faith on. I don't really know what exactly happens with that when you have faith on, to be honest. It's been too long. But I'm pretty sure that this moonshine only has positive effects.
Hear me. New law in the city.
So, yeah. Really, they have so many free beds? Wow. Don't actually need, but whatever. We have enough coal anyways. Yeah. For quite some time. And the problem obviously is that we could not build another coal mine right now, even though there's 2 more coal deposits, right, that we could use. But we don't have any steam cores, and I'm not sure if we will get more. So, yeah. Raw food. Einmal raw food, einmal rations. Einmal is Schweizerdeutsch. Swiss German. One time coal, one time food, one time raw food is what I want to do. Alright. I do think that the storm will always arrive at a set date, right? Doesn't really matter how long it takes you to reduce the Londoners to 0 if you are able to do it, or if you have to wait out a timer for that. But I think if we manage to get the Londoners to 0 before the timer runs out, we should have more time. Do we have more time? Because I think the warning of the storm will come earlier, right? So we should have more time to scout the outer edges of the frost land where the storm is sitting. So we should be able to get more steam cores there, I think. The Londoners steal supplies. Another theft. Captain, the Londoners are stealing again. They've taken 63 food rations from the stockpiles. People are angry that the Londoners are putting their crazy idea before the needs of the city. Let them be. We don't have anything to worry about. How much food are we getting each day? 480 food. Actually, 480, we might need another cooking house, right? Because how many do those do? Wait, why are we doing standard meals? Oh my god. I completely forgot to switch that, but hey, whatever. We're not even using soup right now, wow. Really? Oh, I guess we just stay with standard meals then for now. The Londoners steal supplies. People are angry about thefts. A crowd has gathered demanding that you stop ignoring the recent thefts. Sir, you have to do something. When you let these thieves steal our supplies, more and more people think that maybe the Londoners are right and will be safer and we'll be safer going with them. They will soon repent for their sins. No, I'm not gonna do public penance. I won't do anything about it. It's fine, people. It's fine, trust me. How much food does the cookhouse generate per day? We don't know. Okay. But I mean, if normal meals are fine, then we're doing normal meals, right? As long as we have the food, I mean, as it seems we do have so yay. People abandon Londoners. Oh really? Who'd have thought that? Not like that's exactly what I said, right? Yeah, I think we want to build a care house so that we can also increase our hope a little more. To, you know, like get the Londoners lower earlier. Hey, more steam cores. Cool. Research station. The door of the research station has been bashed in. There are signs of fighting inside. Broken furniture, damaged scientific instruments, and spatters of blood. The last discovery. Inside the ransacked station we found Tesla's audio diary. A voice speaks. All the observed changes, like sun stimming, volcanic ash, could not have caused such cooling. What if the Hawks? Let's hawk. If the huge quake of 1887 in Patagonia was an asteroid strike, there's shouting, crashes, and then silence. Numerous tracks lead from the door towards the mountain. 2 steam cores. Nice. We love steam cores here. Oh dang, we don't have space for coal. Now we have space for coal. Food rations. Hot house insulation researched. Alright, what's next? I guess healthcare insulation, cookhouse insulation, all of the above. More insulation is always good. Ice corridor. We're following the white corridor of crushed ice that the American dreadnought the USS Hephaestus left in its wake. Floor. A triumph of engineering. We marvel at the thick slabs of ice that have been crushed and swept aside by the American dreadnought Hephaestus. Soon we might be able to learn how it managed to accomplish such feats. We can see a huge silhouette in the distance, which might be its sister ship Prometheus. Carry on. To the ice-bound dreadnought. The temple, change of heart. Sir, a man was found crying silently in the temple. We approached him to ask if he needed help. He told us he wanted to see you. I thought my faith died long ago, sir, with my wife and daughters in London. I couldn't see any purpose in our new life. Fight for survival. But today, when I entered the temple, I saw a future for us. Now I'm ready to fight. Glad to hear that. Hey, 1 fewer Londoner. Yay. Survivors at the cave hideout. We climbed up to the cave. A slow stone wall stands across its entrance. Behind it we can see several men. A few tired men. As we approach the cave, its inhabitants pull out rifles and take positions behind the wall, barring the entrance. They are in a bad shape, weak from malnourishment and illness. Talk to them. The scouts will try to reason with the Americans and convince them to join us. 35 workers. Yay, people to feed that do nothing. Nothing like small talk. Seeing that we have no ill intentions, the Americans told us how they dealt justice to the inventor after expelling him from his city. We buried Tesla's battered body in the cave and are heading home with these poor wretches in tow. Dang, we have so much steel now. I don't have anything more to do with that. Except for building more houses, which I might or might not need in the future. Could build also more. Yeah, for some reason I have 6 behind here. That's, yeah, well, whatever. It works, right? Yeah, let's also build, I guess, another house healing, or even more than one more, right? Because we will need them once the storm hits, or even before, right? Oh, cookhouse insulation researched. All right. Healthcare insulation. Yeah. Speaking of cookhouses, I'm not sure if 1 cookhouse will be enough in the end, right? It seems to be so right now. Dang. The stupid public house is a little too large. Yeah, I mean, at some point we can just have another... If we needed another Steam hub somewhere out here. We have 4 houses of healing for 2 big people. Wow. But yeah, we really don't have anything to do for our people. More steam cores, Icebound Dreadnought. Most of the machinery aboard the USS Prometheus has been dismantled and taken away. A massive steam hammer used to split the thickest ice lies broken by the ship's bow. Calculating genius. The Dreadnought is stripped of useful machinery, but its hulk contains enough steel to justify establishing an outpost here. On the bridge we found a log with Tesla's last orders. Transfer all supplies and able-bodied survivors aboard Hephaestus. Take the amputees only if you have prostheses to make them useful. Ugh. Take resources. Oh my god, it's so many resources. And more steam cores. Oh, we love to see that. Actually, no, because we don't need it, but whatever, I guess. Well, actually, we do. We can maybe need another hothouse at some point, right? Depending on how many more people we're getting. And maybe even a better, we maybe even need a better coal mine at some point, right? Actually, let's see now the difference between a steam coal mine who delivers 600 per day and a advanced coal mine who only does 900. So basically, for a advanced coal mine, you get 300 coal per steam core, which is the exact same amount as for a steam coal mine. Well, okay. I guess it doesn't really matter if you build steam coal mines or one advanced one. I mean, one advanced one might actually be enough for the rest of the game. I mean, we can research it anyways, right? And then we only need to spend 1 steam core instead of 2 to get to that ratio of 300 gold per steam core, right? People abandon the Londoners. Yeah, why is tendency only 1 down? I mean, come on. We want those Londoners to be gone. We want a storm warning as soon as possible. Abandoned sawmill. Indeed, it is a sawmill. It hasn't been used in a very long time. Everything is covered in ice. Not much left. There was probably an outpost here years ago. Now there's nothing left of it but its frozen sawmill. Well, okay, let's take even more resources. Didn't remember there being so many scout points out there, wow. I guess we could also just research the faster sleds. I mean, like, since we don't really have anything to do with researchers anyways. It's such a game changer. If you have an engineering automaton on researching at the workshop, it's a game changer because it just always researches 24 hours a day. It's bonkers. Especially when you have 95% efficiency, right, instead of 60. Alright, let's do the care house. Oh yeah, right, we also need that for prosthesis. Oh, I didn't even think of that. Because that increases hope by quite a bit, and then building the care house increases hope even more. Which is actually a pretty nice... Oh yes, we can build that here. Nice, we can make use of that space here. Which is actually a pretty nice hack if you need some more hope, and that quickly. Yeah, okay, we have too much steel right now, so first of all, let's build another resource depot. And second, let's switch over that automaton to the wall drill, because wood is quite some lower than steel we have currently. Twin warehouse. 3 of the 4 walls are still standing, protecting a small stash of snow-covered supplies. Explore. Frozen supplies. With moderate effort, we were able to remove the crates containing supplies from under the snow, but put them to good use in our city. Resource. There's even more. Wow. Okay. Sure. Let's go there. Let's research the faster sleds then, I guess. I didn't remember that there's so many more scout points out there. Can we build a big resource depot yet? No. Okay, maybe we want to research that at some point, right? Even more hope, see? So much hope for just one little... Wait, why did you not... Come on, there. For just one little law. We went coal or steel? Steel shouldn't really, like... Well, never mind, we have so much steel. But now that we have more steam cores, we can build automaton that uses some steel, I guess, right? You go back over there. Tesla's grave, and got more of these just points of interest out there. I'm still not sure how much food the cookhouse produces each day, because it does 48 per hour, which means 24 raw food per hour, which is 240, 320. Yeah, that's only around 340 or something rations per day. But it says 549 here, and we need 369. So actually, I think we should not be able to produce enough food. Interesting. So we do want a second cookhouse for the future. Problem is, I don't really have any... We really need House of Healing so many. I think 3 should be enough. Let's dismantle this one again and just build a second cookhouse over there. As I said before, if we really need more House of Healing, we can do so in like an hour's time, right? We just build another Steam Hub and build like 6 Houses of Healing around them, and we're fine, right? So, whatever. Evening prayers, united by faith. So, we're holding an evening prayer this afternoon, which doesn't make sense because evening prayers should be in the evening, right? But whatever. Plenty of people are here. They are praying, but also talking and laughing. I haven't seen anything this heartening in our city for a long time. It's really brought the community together. I am glad to hear that. Don't forget about our active abilities. See how high that hope is. See that tendency for the Londoners going down. We love to see it. Wrecked vehicle, hidden supplies. While disassembling the wreck to salvage what we could from it, we found a hidden cache of supplies. Yay! Go to the frozen pond. "21 Londoners left. Boosted scout sleds. Nice. Alright, what else? How long until the temperature? Really, the temperature goes up again? What is this? Oh my god. Look at how warm everyone has it. It's like, the heck? Oh boy. We don't need this one anymore because there's an automaton working there now, right? Oh, they still have... Funny, they still have wood over there. Didn't realize that, but hey, whatever. Fine with us. Oh yeah, the resource depot upgrade first. And then maybe the large one, right? So we can... stock more resources, I guess. Because what else would we be doing with our resources currently than stock them? Frozen Pond. Explore. New landmark! Our search hasn't uncovered anything of value, but we may be able to reach some more promising locations from here. Not currently, but okay. Yeah, let's send those home, because they're carrying a lot of resources. Which we don't need, but hey, whatever, right? Wait, didn't we build... Oh no, still in... I think you can even use automatons at the cookhouse, right? If you really need to. Resource depot upgraded. Nice. Now the large one. We can really go all out there. Oh, then maybe we want the power temperature. Actually, we can already increase it by 1, right? The generator, so we don't even need that right now. Oh. So much luxury here. Yeah, let's use the automaton on the second workshop, actually. Because what else would I be doing with them right now, right? Yeah, I think this is gonna be the last automaton that we build. Don't think we need any more of them this playthrough. Let's plug it into the industrial hothouse, and yeah, nobody needs to work anymore. The automatons. Sir, stuck automaton. Sir, an automaton has entangled itself hopelessly in its assigned building. We can't free it without at least partially dismantling one or the other. And that means shutting down either the automaton or the building. Now we have enough steel, so shut down the automaton. Because we don't need it for... I think it's shut down for 24 hours, right? So whatever, who cares? That's grave. Let's go to Stone Ship. Large resource depot. Alright, what's next? Let's check if the infirmary mechanization... I don't think the infirmary mechanization or the checklist, I don't know what increases. I think one of them increases the effectiveness, right, of them. I think it only applies to the infirmary itself. Oh yeah, let's do some generator upgrades first. Because we might still need that at some point, right? I mean, we're for sure gonna need it somewhere down the line, yes, when the storm hits. But it's gonna be a while until that. Till then. And let's build some large resource depots, because there's literally nothing else we can do with the resources right now. Oh, our sawmill is finally useless. Stone ship reached. Explore a distinct spot in Frostland. We can use it as a waypoint for further exploration. Our search hasn't uncovered anything of value, but we may be able to reach some more promising locations from... not really, at least not right now, but whatever, I guess. Which I think is the exact same that I said before for the last one, for the last landmark, right? London has only 12 left. Nice. I love to hear that. Can we have something for even more... Hope? Oh yeah, prosthesis, obviously. Research, generator efficiency, I guess. And then I think these 3 down here or something like that we can find via scouting, right? So maybe I don't want to research those just now. Scouts have reached the city, and we do have enough space for the resources. Wow, who'd have thought that? Yeah, I'm gonna upgrade the coal mine probably at some point. And then we're just gonna save the last steam core for maybe another hothouse at some point, right? If we need it. Or something like that. Can we? Oh, no, we cannot just build winter home, right? Yeah, nothing to do for you. More raw food, nice. Snow-covered supplies, precious supplies. Under the snow we uncovered many crates full of supplies. There's no telling who might have left them here. Actually, I can send the scouts over to... over here. Will there be more? I'm not sure if there is gonna be more... scouting points over there, to be honest. But whatever. Or if there, I mean, there is more gonna spawn on the southern side, right? At least, well, southern from the perspective that we just had, on the lower side. Only 8 Londoners left, wow, okay. But I'm not sure if there's only gonna be, also gonna be some over there.
Bundle up. It's getting colder.
Oh no, steam level up, come on. Can't have our people not being really warm. Generator efficiency, let's do another efficiency upgrade. Because we don't want all of these, you know, CO2 emissions, right? Who wants CO2 in the atmosphere? I mean, global warming would probably be something good here, right? Wood, steel, let's build some more so that we can also store some more food. Because what else would we be doing with our resources, right? And some raw food, whatever. Because I don't know what to do to entertain you with anyways. Generator efficiency, yay! Heater efficiency? Can probably make use of that, right? Do we have any automaton that aren't working? I mean, this one is not working, but it's also disabled, I think still. No, it's there's one available, never mind. It is that one, okay. How many automatons do we have? 7? 7, yeah, okay, wow. Yeah. We're chilling. Literally, haha. Raw food, food rations, and we are cozy. We'll not have any issues until the end of the game, I promise you. Steam hub up, range upgrade, sure, why not? I think you just have to wait, right? Yeah, until hopefully we gonna get more scouting points over there. You, I think I want to send maybe down here somewhere. I'm not sure, because it's gonna be spawning more points of interest down there, right? I'll send you to the observatory for now. No staying in the warm, cozy city for you guys. Also, more hope, please. Really? We still have 4 of them? Oh, come on. How are we going to survive? What should we do? Oh yeah, because we are so desperately in a dire situation, right? Team up efficiency. Ugh, now I have to lower the areas for all of them again, right? Because for some reason it always automatically upgrades all of the Steam hubs. Also the generator, when you research upgrades for this generator, right? It automatically applies that setting, even though you might not want it. Zero people sick. Oh boy. Yeah, Tomadons, a letter of thanks. Sir, an engineer is here to see you. He has a letter to you from his team. My workers asked me to deliver this. They are plain people, so it reads like bad poetry, but here's the gist of it. They want to thank you, sir. The sight of this automaton working tirelessly in the inhuman cold, where previously they toiled and suffered, is something worth living for. Glad to say. Tulip, I'm glad to hear that. Anything more to say? Yeah, Thomasson, serious accident. Or maybe he should have waited until writing that letter. Before writing that letter until the accident, right? There has been an accident. An automaton has stepped on a man, crossing his leg and crippling him for life. People argue that the automatons should walk more slowly and carefully, even at the cost of more of their efficiency. I think we can do that. We should be fine anyways, right? I don't think the 10% efficiency decrease will cause us any problems in terms of... Yeah, whatever, we can't afford it. Let's not take a risk here. Instead, just make some prestige. What do we... Oh yeah, Team Hub efficiency upgrade. Alright, what else? Overdrive couplings, sure. Just like to have that. End of shift. Is anyone actually working still? Well, yes, in the House of Healing? In the cookhouse? Okay, yeah, sure. Don't want automatons to cook for me, I would say. And that's it, right? Well, and in the factory. But everything, I mean, there's barely anyone working in this city. It's like, this is the dream on Earth, even though it's minus 60 degrees Celsius, right? But everybody's toasty anyways, so whatever. Do we need any more laws? I don't think so. I think we have everything we need or want. I mean, we could use organic fertilizer a bit, but we don't have any any bodies to do that with anyways, right? And hope will fall with this, so who cares? We don't need House of Pleasure, I don't want that right now. Same for Dueling Law. We don't need anything in Purpose anymore. We could do Field Kitchens, but then I have to build Field Kitchens and I don't want that. So no, we just cruise. From here on until the end of this scenario, I think we're just gonna go cruise. Alright, what else can we do? I mean, sure, let's get the infirmary. If we at some point need more effective healthcare, right? Because nothing beats the infirmary in case... Hey, all of the Londoners decided to stay. No more division, we are one society. No matter the cost, we couldn't let the Londoners leave, we did the right thing. We are united again. We are together again! The Londoners, we are united. The last of the Londoners have finally seen the folly of their plan. Nobody wants to leave the city anymore. We've won a hard-fought victory over fear and despair. The tragedy of Winterhome crushed our hope, but not our spirit. We now stand united once again, stronger than ever, in the face of an uncertain future. And with this, we end the second episode of Gilgamesh playing Frostpunk without workers. Gonna be one more episode in which we're gonna tackle the storm, and is it really gonna be like I say my cockiness and that we're just gonna cruise to the end with all the refugees that are coming in and everything else? Or are they gonna bring us some more demise and problems? Next time. See you then.